Thing is launched live, baby. On deck.
Good experience. Their heads are right. They've been in the weight room. I would say these kids got very strong this past fall. Just knowing that anything is possible pretty much this year.
And now
we're focusing on one game at a time. Just focusing on making sure we execute every play, every moment.
The Austin High Maroon on deck show.
Players, my teammates. We developed a really good relationship over the season.
Brought to you by Plains Capital, Nance Orthodontic, Mark Hart Architecture, by Delta Millworks, by Somanos, by Prosperity Roofing, by Cover Chevrolet, by James Gonin Architecture, and by the Chuck Nash Auto Group. By Tate Property, Terrytown Pharmacy, Innovative Care, Timeless Service, 8118 Dental Professionals, dental care focused on whole body wellness, Sportsman's Barbershop, a friendly neighborhood barbershop, Horizon Bank. Since 1905, Horizon has been proud to work with local businesses across Central Texas and beyond. And now to the Maroon broadcast booth. Here's David Roy and James Scott.
And welcome back to Southwest High School in San Antonio, Texas. Merle Bertrand here along with James Scott. Game number 2 of our tournament doubleheader between the Austin High Maroons and the Brackenridge Eagles. Maroons are the home team in this one. Eagles will come up first. And we got the defenses set here for the Maroons. Ty Schreiber will be the starting pitcher. Outfield left to right, Drew Anderson, Jason Martinez, and Dane Calvert in right field. Infield third to first, Javi Godinez, Logan Kinney. Second baseman is Ames,
sorry. Yeah, second base is going to be
Ames
Calvin.
again, right? Yeah.
No, I'm sorry.
Alejandro.
Yes, you're right. Ames Alejandro. You're absolutely correct.
And then in base over at first base behind the plate is James Scott, as James Scott Sr. predicted. And on the hill is Ty Sanchez making the start. We're getting the rosters as we go here. So
on the mound is Ty Deuce Schreiber.
Ty
Schreiber. Yeah,
Schreiber.
This is his second start of the year.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yep. He's
coach should be a doctor because his writing is very similar to a doctor's writing. So here we go. And first pitch down low, ball 1 to number 6 for Brackenridge.
Jordan Monroe is number 6 for Brackenridge.
Down low, 2-0. What's the last name again?
Monroe. Jordan Monroe.
Monroe, okay.
Ty Schreiber for us. Coming in with 2 ball, no strike count. Comes in with the strike right there. So we literally got the lineups for our lineup 5 minutes ago, maybe?
Maybe, if that. And pitch up high, ball 3. So just underway, game number 2.
So Ty had a pretty good game down in the Centon tournament. It's one of those that we didn't score enough runs.
And swing and a miss, strike 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Jordan Monroe.
So he's got 1 game pitched, 4 innings, 1 game started, 19 batters faced through 86 pitches.
And that popped up right side.
That's
and
Calvert.
Making the catch. Out in right field for the Maroons is Dane Calvert for out number 1.
To finish the line on Schreiber coming in, he gave up 3 runs. All 3 were earned right now. I think there's a coach needs to go back and make a little edit there. I think one of those was unearned, but walked 2, struck out 2.
And first pitch on the strike number 1 to.
This will be number 7, Rodolfo Nino.
And he fouls it straight back, and the count quickly 0-2.
That wind is loud.
If you're with this the first game, you know how windy it has been out here. That ball ripped down the third base line. It's a fair ball. It's going to go down into the corner. And Mina's going to make the big turn and hold, because left fielder Drew Anderson did a great job getting to that baseball and getting it in quickly.
Yeah, Schreiber hung that curveball there, and Nino did a good job just pulling it around. This is going to be number 8, Jacob Contreras, their 3-hole hitter. Foul tip, strike.
1 out, 1 aboard. God bless tournament play. They don't mess around. And turning on that one and lifting it foul, and the count quickly 0-2 to Contreras.
It's their Contreras, not ours.
Right. Foul back, and the count remains 0-2 to Contreras. No balls, 2 strikes, runner on first base, just underway game number 2. Low one in the dirt, or the carpet, if you will, 1-2. Austin High dropping a tough one in the first contest, 5-4. 4-run rally in the 6th inning before the game timed out. One ball, 2 strikes.
That's a good pitch.
That's in there.
75 on the corner.
It threw me there because Contreras didn't really react like it was strike 3. I thought I was off on my count, but yeah, it was strike 3, so there are 2 away now.
This is going to be number 5, Daniel Ramirez Romo.
And umpire not quite sure what the delay is here. Any idea what that's about?
It looked like he was telling him maybe he can't go to his mouth, maybe. I can't, yeah, or maybe blow on his hands, I guess, while he's on the rubber.
And a pitch inside low to Ramirez Romo. Down low, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. 2 outs, 1 aboard here. Good pitch there for a strike. 2-1 the count. And a delayed steal.
Oh.
And that's going to put.
They caught us napping a little bit.
So Minu now at second base with 2 outs. And the count 3-1 here to Daniel Ramirez Romo. Well hit. Will the wind hold it up? And a nice play. Nice job by Jason Martinez. Making the start out in center field with Scott behind the plate. Got a good jump on it. Ranged to his left with the wind taking the ball away from him. And makes the put out to retire the side. So in the inning, no runs on 1 hit, no errors. 1 runner left on base. So we played through 1/2 inning of play here. And we will go to the bottom half of the first inning. And we'll see if the Maroons can get out on top. Batting order, James Scott, Behind the plate to lead it off, Jaden Besa over at first base batting second. Javi Godinez at third base batting third. Jason Martinez, who just made that nice put out in the cleanup spot out in center field. Ozzie Contreras, the DH for Alejandro, batting fifth. Drew Anderson, who started that 4-run rally in game number 1, batting sixth, playing left field. Logan Kinney, a shortstop, batting seventh. Ty Schreiber, the pitcher, batting eighth, and Dane Calvert, the right fielder, batting ninth. So Scott, Besa, Godinez, Martinez, Contreras, Anderson, Kinney, Schreiber, and Calvert, the batting order for the Austin High Maroons.
All right, looks like I've got the defensive alignment for Brackenridge for everybody except for the catcher. So we have Ramirez Romo on the mound, unknown catcher. First base, Cervantes. Second base, Contreras. Shortstop, Monroe. Third base, Nino. Left field, Medrano. Center field, Nunez. And right field, Perez.
Medrano, Nunez, and Perez. Okay. We will go with that.
And the catcher's number is either 1 or 4.
What's the left fielder? Medrano, you said?
The left fielder is Medrano, number 2.
And James Scott will lead it off here in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, let's see if we can carry over that offensive production. Early in the season, game 4 here for us. Scott steps in 4 for 10 on the season. Even 400, only 10 at-bats, 11 plate appearances. Scott, Besa, and Godinez leading off for the Maroons here at the bottom of the first.
Maroons wound up with what? It was 10 hits in that first game.
We got a lot of hits.
Yeah.
We got our first crooked number of runs. That's good.
Scott, a bases clearing triple. And looks at the first pitch down low, ball 1. Gander Ramirez Romo with the 1-0 pitch. Catches the outside corner, and the count evens up 1 ball, 1 strike. I've never seen a catcher's mitt quite the color as their catchers got.
Got a little style.
Yeah. 1 ball, 1 strike to Scott. And that ball slammed into center field. Going to drop in there for a base hit. So James Scott picks up where he left off, leadoff single, and that will bring up Jaden Besa, pardon me.
All right, Besa stepping in. 9 at-bats this year, so he's 3 for 9, 333. 11 plate appearances, driven in 1 run.
And we're going to get Curtis runner in here for Scott, the catcher. Or no, he's going to run for himself.
That's odd.
So used to that, but he's got decent speed, so.
Well, yeah, it's not odd that you wouldn't let him run for himself. It's odd that he ran all the way across the diamond to the third
right.
base coach when he's the leadoff hitter.
Low and away, ball 1. There you get a good look at that catcher's mitt. Is that fuchsia?
Is that not turquoise? I don't know. My fuchsia turquoise.
I don't either. If I don't know, I just say it's fuchsia because it sounds fancy. And way outside, and Scott had that one stolen. So 2 balls, no strikes here to Besa. And Austin Howard, the runner at second base, and nobody out here. 2-0 pitch, swung on, fouled off to the left, off the light pole, and it bounces back in play, 2-1. Dripping Springs in action right now up in Dallas against Highland Park. No score in the third inning. Cedar Park in the merest Bayfront Bash against San Antonio Warren down at Corpus Christi Veterans Memorial as they kick off that tournament. The other two games on the air this afternoon with Pipe.
Hey, if you're watching at home, shoot us an email, ahsmaroonbaseball@gmail.com. AHS for Austin High School, maroon, singular, not plural, baseball@gmail.com.
That ball gets away, and that's going to allow Scott to move up to third base. So the Maroons have the go-ahead runner at third base with nobody out. And a 3-ball, 1-strike count to Jaden Besa. David will be back with you on Saturday at the Leander, not this Saturday, next Saturday at the Leander ISD tournament. 3 balls and a strike. Down low, ball 4, and runners at the corners with nobody away. And Javi Godinez will step in.
That's a good at bat by Besa. Don't chase anything.
Right.
It'd be sure good to get a lead here early in this game.
There goes the runner, being very aggressive. We saw this a little bit in the first game. Godinez 1 for 3 in that first contest.
Yeah, he's sitting 2 for 9 overall in the year.
And that is going to get down and get to the wall.
Make it 3 for 10.
That's right. James Scott coming in. Besa is going to be waved around third. The throw just now coming in. It's going to be a 2 RBI triple to right center field for Javi Godinez and the Austin High Maroons, who jumped on top here 2-0.
There's that getting out ahead.
That's right.
Allow everybody to take a little deep breath.
Well, the bats kind of came alive late in that first game. And it's carrying over here. It's Godinez standing on third now for Jason Martinez.
Martinez 1 for 4 in the year.
Whoops. That pitch in there for call strike 1.
You said whoops?
I gave them the runs on my scoreboard.
Oh, well, hey, come on. It's been tough enough already, so let's not do that.
Maroons were the visitor in the first game, so old habits. There's one snapped in the left field for a base hit. Fourth straight hit of the ball game. Now 3-0 Austin High, as Jason Martinez with an RBI single to left to plate Godinez. 3-0 Maroons, still nobody out. And Osby Contreras will step in.
Osby 2 for 7 on the year, 286 batting average, a lot of on base, 545 so far. Walked a lot, been hit a few times.
That ball slammed into left center field for a base hit. Oh boy, throw back behind the runner, then just diving back in was Martinez. He made the big turn at second, almost got himself hung up in no man's land and managed to dive back in time. But 5 straight singles here for Austin High. Runners at first and second, still nobody out for Drew Anderson.
And Drew Anderson, Mr. Perfection right now, 2 for 2.
That's right.
This season, let's see if we can make it 3 for 3.
The Maroons trailed 5-0 with 2 outs in what was going to be their last inning. He beat out an infield single to start a 4-run rally. And shows bunt here, and the pitch sails over his head, high for ball 1.
If you're Drew, you may want to turn your face out of the direction of that ball that's coming right at your head. I'm sure his
Just
Mamba
a thought.
would appreciate that.
Right. And gets the bunt down. And safe. It was going to be a sacrifice bunt. Instead, the ball dropped out of the first baseman's glove for an error, and the bases are loaded. And that'll bring up Logan Kinney. Still nobody out, bases loaded.
Logan Kinney 2 for 9 on the year. Bunsing on, he ripped one over third baseman's head in last game.
Who had a cut there and fouled it out of play to the right side, strike one. Brackenridge losing their first contest earlier today to Canyon Lake. I believe it was something like 9-1, but I'm not 100% certain. There's a good curved ball, but it stays up high, says the umpire. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fouled that one back to the screen, 1-2. We are in front of the press box with the wind blowing straight in our face in the shade, so it's a little chilly. 3 feet to my right is the sunshine, and it's nice and warm. One ball, 2 strikes.
That sounds probably going to be moving over to the left, would you say?
I think so.
There you
that
go.
That ball hit up the middle for a base hit. 1 run is going to score as Martinez comes in. And putting on the brakes is Contreras. The bases remain jammed. 4-0 Austin High. Logan Kinney delivers a base hit RBI.
Nobody out, the bases loaded. Coach is going to call a time and go out and talk to Ramirez Romo.
Bases remain loaded, still nobody out. Contreras at third, Anderson at second, Kinney at first. 4-0 Austin High. 5 hits already in the inning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Helped out by a walk and an error.
And Ty Schreiber is going to come up. He's 0 for 2.
He's got to be loving this.
He does. Absolutely. Schreiber 0 for 2 with 2 walks.
Single for Scott, walk for Besa. 2 RBI triple for Godinez. RBI single for Martinez. Single for Contreras. Error. RBI single for Kinney. Bases loaded. Ball outside, ball 1 to Ty Schreiber. 4 runs on 5 hits and an error thus far for the Maroons. And the bases are still loaded. Checks his swing. Did he go around? He did. Strike 1. Ground ball right side,
That's
and that is
fair
a
ball.
Oh boy, that looked fair to me.
Oh boy.
Right down the line. First, the home plate umpire, his call to make with a 2-man crew. He immediately said foul. I'm not so sure. 1-2.
It bounced fair to start with. The question is, where did it go over the bag?
Yeah, he's got a better view than we got, I got to say.
Yeah, but his 3 feet in the front of the bag, it was fair.
I know.
But to your point, it could have bounced over the bag.
1-2 pitch. Just outside, ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two pitch. Up high, ball 3. No place to put Schreiber, trying to help his own cause here, the Austin High pitcher. Three-two. That ball, line shot. Now, they're going to call him out. That was close. Line shot into the glove of Contreras, and then the ball came out. They're going to say it came out in the transfer because he thought he was going to get a double play, and he probably would have. A hard hit ball for Schreiber. It goes as a line out for out number 1. Everybody else stays put. 1 out for Dane Calvert.
I'm surprised they didn't let that ball play as a ground ball. It worked out in our favor that it didn't.
That's true. That's true. So Calvert steps in, bases still loaded, now 1 away. Outside corner for a strike. It was very close to being that.
I would argue it should have been that,
Yeah.
but I'm thankful that it's not.
At the knees for strike 2. One and 2 to Calvert, 1 out, bases loaded, infield back at double play depth. Catcher sets up outside, and the pitch misses outside, 2 and 2. Right back to the pitcher. He's going to go to second for 1 to throw to first in time. They get the double play to retire the side. It's going to go as a 1-6-3 double play. I thought he was going to go home.
Probably should have.
But they get the job done. But so do the Maroons in the inning. 4 runs on 5 hits with 1 error. And we played through 1. We will go to the second inning. 4-0 Austin High. Austin High baseball on the Vibe Live Network.
My missing teeth were in the front.
I fell off a roof, messed up my teeth.
I would be talking and my tooth would just fall out. That's when I turned to 8118 Dental Professionals.
When I first came in, it was so welcoming.
I just felt a connection, felt like family.
It is worth every penny because you get that peace of mind that everything is okay.
I can't stop smiling.
Why wait?
From implants to full mouth restoration.
Go to 8118dentalimplants.com to see how we can help you smile again.
Hi, I'm Jenny Covert. Welcome to Covert Chevrolet in beautiful Bastrop, Texas, where small town values drive big time savings. At Covert Bastrop, we understand what matters to you most. A good deal, great service, and dealing with people you trust. What matters to you matters to us. Rooted in family values since 1909, the Coverts have been serving Central Texas for 6 generations. We want to be your car dealer. Let us prove it. Covert Chevrolet, Highway 71 in Bastrop. Together, let's drive. CovertBastrop.com.
And we welcome you back to Southwest High School in San Antonio, Texas. Southwest San Antonio, appropriately enough. Merle Bertrand filling in for David Roy, along with James Scott. Game number 2 of 5 for the weekend for the Austin High Maroons. They're up on top 4-0 as we go to the top half of the second inning. 5, 6, and 7 hitters due up here for the Eagles, and it's number 13 stepping in. We'll get the name here from Mr. Scott in just a second. We continue to piece the lineups together with the short turnaround between games 1 and 2. And the first pitch down low, ball 1 from Ty Schreiber.
It's going to be Ethan Galindo.
Ethan Galindo swinging.
Galindo.
Slow roller to second to throw to first. In time, the 4-3 put out from Alejandro Tabesa to retire Galindo for out number 1. And this will be number 9 stepping in.
Number 9, Joseph Perez, playing right field and hitting in the 6 hole.
One out, base is empty, and nice bender in there for strike 1 from Schreiber. Ground ball left side. Cardenas has it, muscles up on the throw, and gets him on the 5-3 put out. I got a little worried because he backed up on the ball, and that's usually kind of a scary thing, but he's got such a strong arm. And they're quickly 2 away.
Yeah, he's got the arm to make that throw, which is why he's there.
Right. And number 10 stepping in. This sails high and away, ball 1.
All right, number 10, Ernesto Nunez. N-U-N-E-Z, playing center field.
So Nunez with a 1-0 count on him. Pops it off the bat handle, coming in and making the catch in right field is Calvert. And it's a quick, quiet 1-2-3 inning for the Eagles here in the second. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base. We'll take a break, be back for the bottom half of inning number 2, Austin High Baseball on the Vibe Live Network.
At Horizon Bank, we're from here. With over 100 years of experience serving Central Texas customers and headquartered right here in downtown Austin, we're proud to support our community and the athletes who keep it strong. Stop by any of our Austin and Central Texas locations and see how we can help you meet your goals. We'd love to meet you, or you can visit us on the web at horizonbank.com. Ready to turn your vision of the perfect space into reality? James Gonin knows that great design is where it all begins. With a passion for creativity and years of experience in both residential and commercial architecture, James knows how to bring your ideas to life. Whether it's your dream home or the next big commercial project, like the new baseball field for Austin High, James Gonin will make your architectural dreams a reality. More info at jamesgonin.com. James Gonin, architect and proud supporter of Austin High Baseball.
All right, welcome back. We go to the bottom half of the second inning. Austin High will send up, well, the top of the order, kind of like we just started over. James Scott due up here.
Yeah, first 4 guys scored, got on base and scored, so let's see if we can repeat that. So James 1 for 1 on the day with a run scored, or in this game, I should say on the day,
right.
This game.
You know, it's kind of weird. It was a great inning. A lot of hits, get to 4 runs, but you kind of think we could have had 2 or 3 more there.
Yes, we could. Now, one of those was due to a drop ball by the first baseman.
That's true, too. So it all kind of evens out in the end, and James Scott takes the first pitch down, low ball 1. That ball out into left field for a base hit, so he's 2 for 2 in the ball game. And that'll bring up Jaden Besa, who walked and scored in the first. Top of the 4th inning, down to Corpus, Cedar Park, and Warren, no score. Top of the 5th inning, up in Dallas, Highland Park and Dripping Springs, no score. There goes the runner, hit and run, fouled out of play to the left for Besa. Hit and run again and lifted high in the air down the third base line's going to drop in there. Scott had to hold a second to just be on the safe side. They're going to wave him around third. The throw to the plate coming in. It is not in time. And moving over to third on the throw is going to be Jaden Besa. 5-0 Austin High.
There you go.
Besa with the double, I assume, and then takes third on the throw. Scott comes in. 5-0 Maroons. Good base running by Austin High.
Good to see us get a little confidence. Swing
Yeah.
that bat. Javi Godinez. He tripled in the first inning.
Boy, and had a cut there, swung through it, strike one.
He came in on a single.
Besa at third, nobody out. good pitch up the knee, strike 2. Chopper with the infield in. Runner has to hold. Now they're going to come to the plate. And slips and falls down. They got him in a rundown. I think he beat it back. Oh, I think he beat it back. They called him out. I just talked about the good base running. Base had tried to steal one there. They get him caught up in a rundown. It's going to go 6-5, I think that was, for out number 1.
Yeah, that's what I have to. And a good job by Javi Godinez is making himself over on to second base on that rundown. And good job by Rocky Clark and making sure he knew to go.
Pitch up high, ball 1. That's the one good thing is the rundown lasted long enough to allow him to do that. So Godinez is at second base with 1 out. Martinez with an RBI single stepping in. 1-0 pitch. Misses outside, ball 2.
You know, that one, Jaden needs to wait just a little bit until you see air between the ball and the shortstop's hand.
Right.
Make sure he does commit to throw.
Right.
He jumped the gun just a little bit and paid the price.
2-1 the count. That one popped in the foul territory, going to get out of play. Well, we talked about it in the first game. That's what these games are for. That doesn't hurt you. You learn from that.
Very true.
2-2 the count to Martinez. Pride's probably hurt a little bit, but hitting up the middle. Will it get through? No. Knocked down. Shortstop's got it. The throw to first in time. Advancing to third on the play was Godinez. So 2 outs now, runner at third. I think Ramirez Ramos might have gotten a bit of glove on that, slowed it down. Monroe is that Monroe's shortstop?
It is.
Can't read my own handwriting. Did a good play, good throw. So 2 outs now, runner at third for Osby Contreras. He pops it straight up at us overhead for strike 1. Godinez at third, now 2 outs with 1 in. That ball knocked down by the third baseman. Nice job. Comes up with it. And a good throw.
Wow, that was a heck of a play.
Yeah,
by
Minio
Nino over there.
On the 5-3 put out. I thought that was going to get through for sure to retire the side. The Maroons do tack on another run on 2 hits. No errors. 1 runner left on base, and we play through 2. We will go to the 3rd inning. New score 5-0. Austin High on top. Austin High baseball on the Vibe Live Network.
Hi everyone. I'm Gigi for Chuck Nash Chevrolet Buick GMC in San Marcos. We'd like to invite you to shop Chuck Nash, where we combine small-town hospitality with a huge selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs. Right now, we have over 600 new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from, and a friendly staff to guide you through your purchase. Stop into Chuck Nash Chevrolet Buick GMC today and experience a new way of buying or selling your next vehicle.
Almost every day, banking touches some aspect of your life, from growing your business, saving for retirement, or planning for future generations of your family. That's why it's so important to pick the right financial partner. The good folks at Plains Capital Bank have deep roots in Austin, serving Central Texas owned and operated businesses for over 20 years, from commercial real estate to managing your wealth. You can find them at plainscapital.com or call them at 457-7500. And when you talk to them, be sure to tell you that my friend Paul said hello, member FDIC.
And welcome back to San Antonio. We go to the top half of the 3rd inning. 5-0 Maroons on top. Merle Bertrand filling in for David Roy along with James Scott. Shane Shawinski, our QA, keeping an eye and an ear on the broadcast. 8, 9, and 1 hitters due up here for the Eagles. And this is number 14 stepping in. Swing and a miss, strike one. Curveball stays a little high, 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch. Popped up to center field. Actually, second baseman Alejandro is going to haul that one in for out number 1. So 1 away. And this is number 2 for the Eagles.
Miguel Medrano playing left field.
Last batter to bat for the first time, swings through it, strike one. Dripping Springs leads 4-0 on a grand slam against Highland Park. That game in the 5th inning. Pitch down low, ball one. Swing and a miss, strike two. Ty Schreiber in his 3rd inning of work, giving up 1 hit through the first 2.
You know, in a tournament, and the way Ty's throwing and the way we are in the game so far, you'd like to see him go as long as possible.
Yeah. Gets a strikeout there as Medrano swings through it for strike 3. 2 outs, back to the top of the order, and Monroe will go. Second strikeout of the ballgame notched by Schreiber.
Schreiber's through 2 2/3. He's only thrown 32 pitches.
Left-hander. Pitch up high, ball one. He's got the same color glove as the Eagles catcher.
He does.
I just now noticed that.
I'm going to call it turquoise.
I like that better than fuchsia. Probably more accurate too. Pitch up high, ball 2. It clashes with the jersey though.
That it does.
Right up the middle. Knocked down by Alejandro. Can he make the throw from his? He makes a pretty good throw. Flat on his back. Infield single from Monroe.
He did a heck of a job just keeping that ball in the infield.
Yeah.
It wasn't going to matter, but, man, the fact that he could actually get a throw off, great job.
He got a throw off, and it was sort of half in the neighborhood.
Yeah. From where he threw it and how he threw it,
right.
It's almost a miracle.
There's
or a heck
Mino.
of a play, one of the two.
Mino stepping in. He had a nice play back in the top half of this inning. Looked at the first pitch low and away, ball 1.
Want to give a shout out to everybody back at Sportsman's Barbershop. Watching the game while they're getting a haircut. Or
That's
a
right. I
close
forgot
shave.
that they did that there. Yeah.
Like to say hi to Mikey and all the boys there.
2 balls and no strikes to Mino. We're not ESPN, but we're better than daytime soaps, that's for sure. Pitch inside, 3-0.
What does ESPN have on right now?
I have no idea.
Snowboarding or something like that?
Yeah.
Who wants to watch that?
They've kind of gone back to the 80s, I think, with some of their programming. 3-0 pitch, outside ball 4. 4-pitch walk to Mino, puts runners at first and second with 2 away for Jacob Contreras.
All right, so I'd like to see Ty regroup here. We do have some action in the bullpen, not working very fast. We do have 2 outs, so I'd like to see him go ahead and get this out.
Yeah. Well, especially with a 5-run lead. You got a little breathing room here.
Something happened with the umpire. was that the pitch com? Not sure.
I'm not sure either.
Find out post game.
So Jacob Contreras steps in. 0 for 1, struck out looking in the first inning. Runners at first and second, 2 out. Good pitch, popped up off the bat handle, and going to drop in there for a base hit.
Make that throw.
Got a shot at the plate, and they're going to get him. Beautiful job by Dane Calvert. Charging in from right field, the throw was on the money to cut down Monroe at the plate and keep him off the board. So a single for Contreras, but a great play by Calvert.
Yeah, throw was there.
Yeah.
This guy got the ball and just made a good tag. Bang, bang play.
What's odd, we're keeping it here, what's odd about that is Alejandro almost made the play. It was just over his head.
Yeah.
So it's not like it was hit hard to Calvert. He had to really charge that and make a good play.
Yeah, Calvert being backed up, Alejandro had his momentum coming forward, allowed him to get off a good throw, and Calvert did everything you're supposed to make that play out there. So great to see it pay off, and the Maroons hold Brackenridge scoreless.
So officially no runs on 2 hits, and they had 2 runners left on base, but what matters is what James just said. It's still 5-0. And for the Maroons in the bottom of the third, it'll be 6, 7, and 8 hitters due up here. Anderson, Kinney, and Schreiber.
Yep. And I'd like to give a special shout out to former Maroon Jake Beck, who's playing with the Trinity Tigers now. Jake got his first victory of the season Sunday against Texas Lutheran. So he was pitching for us last year. He's pitching for Trinity.
Colors don't change, right? Yeah, colors stay the same.
That's right. That's right. So good job by Jake Beck. We've got about six or seven Maroons playing at the next level right now. They're all seeing some success. So that's good to see, and good to see Jake with that 1-0 record.
And it's so hard at the next level. I don't care if it's D1, D2, D3, what at the junior college. It's hard at the next level.
Right. Especially now with the cutting of the rosters and more kids staying in college versus going pro.
Drew Anderson stepping in, reached on an error in the first inning. Fouled the first pitch off to the right side, strike 1.
You know, we were up at Nichols. Ooh,
right at the middle. Yeah, knocked down by Contreras to throw to first. In time, bit of a high throw, but the Pilates stretch by Sorrentos to retire Anderson.
We were at Nichols College up in Massachusetts area in August, and at that point in time, we're talking to the coach, there were 6,000 kids in the transfer portal.
Holy smokes.
6,000. And with the roster spots that we're going to get eliminated by the reduction from 40 to 34, that's like 2,124 D1 kids.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like much, but it adds up.
So if you add those two together, there you go.
Logan Kinney.
Oh.
That's going to be kicking off the second baseman, and Kinney's aboard.
If you add those two together, it is enough to nearly fill up the entirety of D2.
Wow.
Which is really crazy.
That is crazy.
So my personal theory is that MLB and the NCAA kind of worked on this together. MLB wanted to cut cost.
Yeah.
And they eliminated.
Goes to hit one out in the right field for a base hit. Ty Schreiber laces one to right. Running second, heading for third is Kinney. He's going to get in there. So runners at the corners with 1 away. Good piece of hitting by Ty Schreiber.
Man, he ripped that ball.
He did. So you're thinking it's a tool to use college as sort of an extra minor league system.
100%.
Yeah.
MLB wants to cut cost, so they eliminated 2 levels of minor league ball.
Yeah.
And it looks like that's Landon Shipper coming in as a courtesy runner.
Shipper playing in the first game.
So you eliminate that. You eliminate half of the draft. I think they're only drafting 20 rounds now versus the old 40 or whatever it was. And then the colleges win because their brand of ball is more competitive.
Sure. That ball slapped,
Oh,
double,
that's gonna be a double
caught
up.
by the shortstop. It's going to turn into a double play. Soft line drive. Monroe hauled it in off the bat of Dane Calvert for the first out of the inning, and then Shipper doubled off at first base to retire the side. So in the inning for the Maroons, no runs, one hit, one error. Really didn't come back to hurt them. One runner left on base. We played through 3. We will go to inning number 4. Score remains 5-0 Austin High. Austin High baseball on the Vibe Live Network.
I'm Hunter Malloy with Prosperity Roofing. Central Texas got hit hard with hail this year, and Prosperity Roofing has been there to pick up the pieces.
My house took some damage in that last hailstorm, and Prosperity Roofing quickly worked directly with my insurance company to replace it with a way better looking roof. They earned my 5-star review. I highly recommend them.
Everything important in your life happens under your roof. Let Prosperity Roofing give your home the roof it deserves.
After a tough game on the diamond or a strenuous day on the job, relief from those aches and pains is waiting for you at Somanos. Kiko is a certified flexibility expert and wellness practitioner who provides comprehensive body work, mobility coaching, and intentional breath work that allows the body to relax while relieving pain and alleviating injuries. Somanos offers a variety of therapeutic services to fit your needs and not hurt your budget. Relieve pain and increase your quality of life with Somanos. Move better, feel better, live better. 512-800-3064 or online at SomanosBody.com. Somanos, proud supporter of Austin High Baseball.
And we welcome you back. We go to the top half of the 4th inning in a 5-0 ball game. Just realized I forgot to update my scoreboard. Just sitting here the whole time, James. I'm telling you, I don't have my rhythm yet.
Spring training for you, too. That was a ball low.
That ball slapped foul. This is Daniel Ramirez-Romo. Tip of the cap to that young man. Came in the first inning, pitcher for the Eagles, got lit up, kept his head in the game, and it's kind of settled down here.
He has. He's retired 4 of the last 6 Maroons he's faced.
Flew out to center field his previous at bat. 2 balls and a strike here to him. Ducks out of the way, and the count 3-1.
Schreiber sitting 44 pitches, coming to 45 here.
Lifts it foul down the left field line. Works the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. High inside, ball 4, and it's a leadoff walk.
Anyway, to finish the thought on NCAA and MLB, I think that colleges loved it. Their product got better. They get more money from ESPN or the networks, and then also the kids don't mind because they're actually getting paid.
Right, that's true.
Right,
Yeah.
in a lot of cases, more money than they would be making in the minors.
Yeah, while living the college life.
Yeah, 100%.
Here's Galindo, high and away, ball 1. I don't necessarily hate it. It seems like a lot of good there.
Yeah, it just makes it a little tough for some of these kids that have
True.
wanted to play college ball.
That's true.
They're not going to have that opportunity.
1-1 to Galindo. 0 for 1, grounded out to second in the second.
And believe you me, it's a business out there.
Oh, yeah. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Sometimes we as alumni think, hey, it's just all for the good old green and gold or orange
Right.
and white or maroon and white, whatever you follow. But
Pop back out of play to the right, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
when people's name are on the website and on the hot stove and their careers are depending on it, all for the glory of the team is not there. It's you're paid to win and run a good program.
Yeah. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Schreiber gets it and chase the pitch inside for out number 1. Third strikeout of the ball game for Schreiber, and that will bring up Joseph Perez, the right fielder, with 1 away.
Yeah, Perez grounded to third in the second inning.
Toss over to first. I think it's been that way or trending that way for a while. It's just more open and transparent now. I don't like that part of it, but I get it.
Yeah. You used to have college coaches stay around in the same university 20 years or something like that. Old Southwest Conference had plenty of those, but you don't see it so much anymore.
High inside, ball 2. 2-0 to Perez. Time is called. Dual pitch. Good pitch, outside corner for strike 1. That ball lifted into left field, coming in. With the wind knocking it down is Drew Anderson. Hauls it in for the second out of the inning. So 2 outs, runner at first, and that'll bring up Ernesto Nunez. Nunez 0 for 1, flew out to right in the second. There goes the runner, to throw down from Scott, and just underneath the tag. Stolen base for Ramirez Romo. One and 0 the count to Nunez. Runner at second with 2 away. Popped up right side into shallow right field, and hauling it in is Calvert to extinguish the threat. No runs, no hits, no error. Runner left on base after the walk. Halfway through this one in terms of 7 innings. Not sure where we are on the clock, but in any event, it's 5-0 Austin High. We'll take a break and be right back. Austin High Baseball on the Biplow Network.
Do you need a haircut? A real haircut? One that's tapered or blocked, clipped or trimmed just the way you like it? Come let the licensed barbers at the Sportsman's Barbershop take care of you. The Sportsman's Barbershop is a friendly, no-frills neighborhood barbershop located in Austin's Brackenridge area. Our barbers specialize in traditional haircuts for men and boys, along with beard trims and straight razor shaves. The trophies and mounts donated by customers that line the barbershop walls serve as testaments to over 60 years of serving Austin. Give the guys a call, 512-459-9525 to schedule your appointment today, or look us up online at sportsmansbarbershop.com. The Sportsman's Barbershop, an Austin institution.
Maroon Baseball is supported by Austin's oldest independently run pharmacy, Terrytown Pharmacy. Founded in 1941, Terrytown Pharmacy has been family owned and operated since 1950, and the Newberry family is loyal forever. Visit Terrytown for great customer service, incredible gifts, and necessities. If you haven't transferred your prescriptions yet, give them a call. Thank you, Terrytown Pharmacy, for your consistent annual support of Maroon Athletics. Terrytown Pharmacy, online at terrytownpharmacy.com.
Welcome back to Southwest High School in San Antonio. Merle Bertrand here filling in for David Roy. James Scott to my left, James Scott at the plate. And yes, they are related. That'd be a heck of a coincidence, though. Got 2 for 2 in the ball game with 2 runs scored. And chopper up the middle. Nice spear by Ramirez Romo. He'll toss over to first base and a hard hit ball right up to the box. He's not the tallest young man either, but he climbed the ladder and made that play.
He had some leaps.
One up, one down for Jaden Besa. Swing and a miss, strike one. Besa 1 for 2 with an RBI double. Swung on, fouled, and the count quickly 0-2. Bottom of the 5th inning in Corpus, Cedar Park leading San Antonio Warren 4-0. Bottom of the 6th inning up in Dallas, Dripping Springs 4, Highland Park 0. A grand slam there for the Tigers. The difference in that one. 0-2 pitch, wasted it high and away, ball 1.
You know, Ramiro Romo has retired 5 of the last 7 Maroons that he's faced. It sounds like he's catching his rhythm. We need to help break that rhythm.
2-2 the count to Besa.
4 of our 5 runs were scored in the first inning. We need to keep this thing going. And don't be satisfied.
Way outside, ball 3. They should just name that pitch the Euchre.
Just a bit outside, trying to paint the corner and missed. Yeah.
Turns on that one and fouls it down the first base line. 3-2 the count. Anderson, Austin High, Bowie, Buda, Johnson, Vandergrift, Westwood, pardon me. Hitting the air to center field. And that's going to drop in there. Base is going to round, they're going to hold up at first. I think the wind knocking that ball down just kind of fooled Nunez.
Yeah, it did. I think he started back a little bit because it came off the bat really hard. But the more it hung up there, that wind just knocked it down.
So Javi Godinez will step in. 1 for 2 with a 2 RBI triple. Lifted foul out of play to the right. Maynard, New Tech, schools in Houston, all on VIPE this year for baseball. Liberty Hill, can't forget Liberty Hill.
That's good to see.
Yeah. No balls in a strike to Javi Godinez. High and away, ball 1.
If I ever have any consideration about doing a weekly highlight show of all the customers that you guys have?
We talked about it. We do some in Houston. They got a sponsor in Houston to put something together. Good cut, fouled it back.
You know, as much interest as there is in high school baseball here.
Yeah.
You think that you might be able to have a sponsor, too, that would be willing to do that, and you get a lot of people watching.
That's actually a pretty good idea. That might be a good summer project for me to try to find somebody. 1-2. Foul back to the screen.
You know, back when we were kids, Mel Allen and This Week
That's
in
right.
Baseball.
That's right.
You know?
Yeah.
I sent out a note to all the alumni or all the booster club.
Yeah.
This Week in Maroon Baseball, so you can take that.
Right.
This Week in VIPE Baseball or Central Texas Baseball, something like that.
Mm-hmm. High and away, ball 2. Football's still our busiest time of the year, but baseball has pretty much caught up. I mean, it's right there with them in terms of the number of teams and all that kind of thing. I love it. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Ramirez Romo's kind of go back to what you said a moment ago. He's really dialed in here after a rough start.
Yeah, he has.
2 away now for Jason Martinez. 1 for 2 with an RBI single. Comes up here with 2 outs and a runner at first. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
there anybody that does a weekly football show? There's got to be.
That ball, slow roller to the right side. And it's going to be a 4-3 put out Contreras to Cervantes to retire Martinez. And the inning is over. I'll get back to you on that question when we take a break. Austin High Baseball on the Vibe Live Network.
Real estate companies come and go in Central Texas about as fast as the wildflowers in spring. But when you're looking for a house, you're looking for a place to put down roots, a place to call home for years to come, which means you need a realtor with roots in the community, like Tate Property. Tate Property is a family-owned real estate brokerage located in Terrytown. We grew up here, we live here, and we work here, representing buyers and sellers of Austin's finest luxury homes, investment properties, and farm and ranch retreats. This is our passion. Give Tate Property a call at 512-474-8283. That's 512-474-TATE. Or look up online at tateproperty.com and let us know how we can help you today. Tate Property, exceptional homes, exceptional service.
We go to the top half of the fifth inning, 5-0. Austin High looking for their first win of the season. 0-3 coming in. Almost got it in the first game after falling behind 5-0. Came storming back to fall 5-4. Picked up right where they left off when this game got started, but then have kind of cooled off again here. And for the Eagles, it is the 8-9-1 hitters, number 14 due up. I didn't catch his name last time.
Deacon Cervantes.
I like that, Deacon. That's good.
Yeah, Deacon with a K, not a C.
Some style points for that.
Almost like the turquoise glove.
That's right. Swing and a miss, strike one. Popped up to the second baseman back in the third inning. Swing and a miss, strike two. Schreiber working through these bottom 8 and 9 hitters.
That was pitch 59, looking at 60 right here.
Pitch number 60 is good for strike three. And strikeout number 4. One out for Miguel Medrano. Medrano struck out in the third inning. Takes the first pitch off speed in there for call strike one. If anybody puts together any sort of a highlight show, I bet it's Snoop Daniel on Fox 7. And I'm convinced that there's more than one of him because I see him everywhere. I've been doing a ton of basketball, and every game I go to, Snoop shows up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Slow roll to the left side, going to be a tough play. The throw off the line, and Ronnie first heading for second is going to be Medrano. That was going to be a tough play for Kenny. He was charging. The ball is going to roll all the way back to the corner, and the throw over to third is not going to be in time. Good hustle by Medrano. I mentioned in the first game how much room there is in foul territory, and that ball kicked around over there for a while.
Yeah, that was going to be a heck of a play by Logan Kenny. He came in, got the ball. His throw was just up the line, and Basic couldn't go get it.
Right.
That allows the runner to get all the way over to third.
So 1 out runner at third. Back to the top of the order we go to Jordan Monroe. 1 for 2 with an infield single. Right up the box, and a nice job by Schreiber. Spears it. Makes sure to look the runner back and tosses over to first on the 1-3 putoff for a big second out of the inning. That takes away the sacrifice fly and all sorts of stuff.
Nice job by Deuce Schreiber.
It's that glove. Here's Mino stepping in. Single and a walk in the ball game. 2 outs, runner at third. High and away, ball 1. Just low and away, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. We'll be back tomorrow. 2 more games. 1 and 7, is that right? I'm trying to go off memory here. I've got it here.
I think it's 3 and 7.
Maybe it is 3 and 7. Yeah, I'll look it up here. 3 balls, no strikes, Domino. Yeah, here it is. 3 o'clock against Rowe High School, and then 7 o'clock against the host Dragons of Southwest. 3-0 pitch. In there for a strike, 3 and 1. Tournament wraps up Saturday with a noon game against San Angelo. Man, that's a long trip. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Got him to chase when he pulls the string, and the count goes full. Lost in ball 4. Semino works him for his second walk of the ball game. Runs at the corners with 2 away for Jacob Contreras.
You got to believe that they're about to put on some first and third play.
Yeah.
The runner on third this last pitch was 2/3 of the way, not 2/3, half of the way down the line. And we didn't have anybody to throw back to at third. We weren't covering third.
Medrano's at third, Mino at first with 2 outs.
And again, we got out to a big lead. We can't just rest on our laurels. We need to execute.
Contreras 1 for 2 with the single. Good pitch there at the letters for strike 1. Swung on, foul. Fouled it off its foot. That hurts. 1-0-2 the count.
Yes, it does. He's got a brace over there on his left foot to protect for those foul balls on his shin, but can't cover everything.
Takes a long walk. Talk to his coach, try to walk that off.
That pain right there will cause you to question a lot of things in life.
And as much as it stings now, it's going to hurt a lot worse in about 2 or 3 hours, I'm guessing. Schreiber's ahead in the count, 0-2. Trying to keep the Eagles scoreless here. Oh, 2 pitch. Up high, ball 1. And an uncontested second base there for Mino. So 2 runners now in scoring position. And the count 2-2 to Contreras. First base now open. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him. Second strikeout of the inning. And Ty Schreiber keeps him off the board. So we will go to the bottom half of the 5th inning. And the score remains 5-0 in favor of Austin High. Austin High baseball on the Vibe Live Network.
Almost every day, banking touches some aspect of your life, from growing your business, saving for retirement, or planning for future generations of your family. That's why it's so important to pick the right financial partner. The good folks at Plains Capital Bank have deep roots in Austin, serving Central Texas owned and operated businesses for over 20 years, from commercial real estate to managing your wealth. You can find them at plainscapital.com or call them at 457-7500. And when you talk to them, be sure to tell you that my friend Paul said hello, member FDIC.
I'm Hunter Malloy with Prosperity Roofing. Central Texas got hit hard with hail this year, and Prosperity Roofing has been there to pick up the pieces.
My house took some damage in that last hailstorm, and Prosperity Roofing quickly worked directly with my insurance company to replace it with a way better looking roof. They earned my 5-star review. I highly recommend them.
Everything important in your life happens under your roof. Let Prosperity Roofing Give your home the roof it deserves.
And we welcome you back to Southwest High School. New pitcher on the hill for the Eagles. It's number 6 in there now.
Jordan Monroe. So Monroe moves from short to the mound. Daniel Ramirez-Romo moves from the mound to third. And Nino moves from third to short. At least that's what I'm tracking.
All righty. So Jordan Monroe will face the 5, 6, and 7 hitters for the Maroons, trying to restart the offense a little bit. Contreras, Anderson, and Logan Kinney due up, trying to build on a 5-run lead as we play here in the bottom half of the 5th inning.
And Osby Contreras stepping in. He's 1 for 2 for this game. Singled in the first, got all the way over to third base, and then grounded to third in the 2nd inning.
I believe that's San Angelo awaiting their turn in the blue and the orange down below us as Contreras steps in and pokes the first pitch foul out of play to the right side. Looking down the right field line, I think I see dark green, which is probably southwest.
Okay, that would make sense.
On 1 the count to Contreras. Ducks out of the way of that one. Up high, ball 1. One pitch. Misses outside, 2-1. Medrano, Nunez, Perez, the outfield left to right as far as we can tell. Ramirez, Romo, Mino, Contreras, and Cervantes. The infield third to first. Ooh, that ball hit hard to left field, and it is going to be over the head of the left field of Medrano. Riding first, heading for second is going to be Contreras, and he's going to make the turn and hold up there. That ball got out there in a hurry, James. A hard hit double for Osby Contreras.
Yeah, he tagged that one really good. Medrano didn't play that cleanly. But a nice piece of hitting by Osby Contreras. But that double.
As Drew Anderson will step in, 0 for 2 in the ball game.
After going 2 for 2 in the first game, I believe.
Yeah. Did reach on an error in the first inning. And fouls out of play to the right, strike 1. Outside corner, good pitch, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Low and away, 1-2. Logan Kinney on deck for the Maroons. That ball tagged pretty well. Probably, it's going to hang up though when knocking it down. And the right center fielder Nunez ranging to his right to make the catch for out number 1. That'll bring up Logan Kinney.
Yeah, he hit that ball really hard when he first came off the bat. I thought it was going to get down in the alley, but to your point, it just kind of hung up there.
Mm-hmm. Kinney 1 for 2 with an RBI single. And pitch stays up high, ball 1.
Logan's 1 for 2. Singled in the first. Got on an error in the third.
Looks at that pitch up high under the chin. 2 balls and no strikes. High and away, ball 3. Three balls and no strikes. That's a 3-0 strike right there. 3-1. Hopefully a little warmer tomorrow. Hopefully a little less wind. Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
It's like the broadcaster's worst nightmare.
Yeah.
It's the wind, right?
It's the wind. Can deal with cool. Can deal with hot. When I got to duct tape the laptops down, that's not a good sign. Popped right side. Is it going to be room in the ballpark? There will not be. It lands in the concourse. And the count remains 3-2. It's so bright where Brad Cohn is at down in Corpus Christi, he can't see his laptop to change the scoreboard. So Sooner Vincar, our technical director, jumps in and remotely changes it after each inning. The things we deal with. 3-2 pitch, swung on, foul back, and the count remains 3-2. Final score in Dallas, Dripping Springs over Highland Park, 5-0. Three-two pitch. Low, ball 4. Had to wait on the umpire. It was over the plate, but a little low, and the Maroons have runners at first and second with the one away for Ty Schreiber trying to help his own cause.
Schreiber's 1 for 2. He lined that ball to right last time up.
Done a good job on the hill for Austin High here in the second game. Looks at the first pitch out across the outside corner for a strike.
Boy, you can't say that again. I mean, he's done a really good job coming out here, throwing strikes, and is eating up some innings.
Wow. Turns on that one to the right side. Pretty well tag going back, and it's going to drop. Into the corner. Runners had to hold to make sure. They're going to send Contreras around. They're going to go ahead and wave around Kenny. Nope, they're going to hold up Kenny. Again, they had to hold up because that ball was in the air for a long time, and the right fielder Perez just couldn't quite get to it.
I'm going to go out on the limb, Merle, and say if that wind wasn't blowing in, that ball's out of here.
I think you're right. I thought it was when it left the bat. So Contreras comes in, 6-0 Austin High. Kenny over at third. And Schreiber's courtesy runner, whoever that is, winds up at second base with the double.
Yep, that's going to be Shipper.
Again, yeah, he came in earlier. So 6-0.
Boy. I mean, even in the wind, he was probably 5 feet shy.
Right.
He probably hit that ball 303 maybe. But it sounded beautiful right off the bat.
Runners at second and third, 1 out for Dane Calvert.
Well, we have a hitter. We've got Gage Pitt in.
Okay. Good catch. So Pitt's first at-bat of the tournament. A chance to knock in 2 more. Kenny at third, Shipper running for Schreiber at second. Check swing in the first strike. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And don't forget, in high school ball, you can check in again.
That's right. Took me about a year to figure that out. Misses outside, 2-1. One pitch. Good cut, fouls it back. Yeah, I was watching it happen, and I couldn't believe nobody else was more upset about it. The player had come out of the game, was coming back in. Why aren't the coaches catching this? 2-2 pitch. Upstairs, ball 3. First base is open. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Now check swing over to the right side, and the first baseman just going to take it and step on the bag. Runners had the hold. So Pitt puts it in play, but it's a 3 unassisted by Cervantes. And with 2 outs now, we go to the top of the order and James Scott.
Well, a base hit up the middle. Be really good right here.
2 for 3, and the third one was up the middle on a nice play by then pitcher Ramirez Romo to rob him. So on fouls it back to the screen, strike 1.
With 2 out, Shipper should get a good jump off a second. Going on the crack of the bat.
High and away, ball 1. Now you can see him probably about 30% down the line.
Yeah, they're not really working him.
Mm-mm.
Just focus on trying to get the out at the plate. Or in the box, I should say.
Swing and a miss, strike 2. Jordan Monroe trying to get out of the inning without any further damage done. The 2-1 pitch swung on. Scott gets a piece of it to hang alive. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The count remains. Jaden Besa on deck for the Maroons. The 1-2. Lifted foul down the right field line, sailing out of play. Over near the concession stand. One-two pitch. Upstairs, 2-2.
Good job laying off of that. Sometimes kids with 2 strikes on them get a little over eager and they'll chase. Good to see him not do that.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Poked in the center field. Is it going to hang up or is it going to drop down? It's going to drop down. 1 run is going to score. 2 runs are going to score. And Scott is going to pull up into second base with a double to center field. 2 more RBI for James Scott as Kenny and Shipper come in to make it now 8-0 Austin High. What did I say in that first game? You don't have to crush it off the ivy every time.
That's true.
He got it down where nobody was. And Besa steps in.
Keep this train a going, Jaden. Just keep it going.
Low and away, ball 1. Besa 2 for 3 with an RBI double. That came back in the second.
You know, at 8-0 right here, if he gets a base hit, Scott should score. Makes it 9-0. Maybe we can get out of here a little bit earlier.
Yeah. Save some pitching. Ball 2.
You got that right. That'd be big.
Off the plate, 3-0.
Got Godinez and Martinez.
Yeah.
On deck and in the hole, respectively.
3 balls, no strikes. And swinging on 3-0. Fouls it back to the screen, 3-1. So, yeah, with a 8-0 lead, technically, Besa represents a winning run here. With the 10-run rule in effect.
And he's strong enough to get it out of here.
Yeah. Now another discussion here with the umpires and Coach A.
Oh, they're calling the game.
They're calling the game.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
I couldn't let him finish his at bat.
I know, right?
That's
a good
odd.
point. I guess we're the home team, so we have the lead, but still.
8 after 5.
Oh, 8 after 5. Okay. Oh, that makes sense. 8 after 5. So.
Well, they still either don't let him hit.
Yeah, they should have. I guess they didn't catch it until he was already up to the plate. But yeah, hey, Austin High gets a win, James. The first one of the season.
Let's celebrate. Where's that Cool in the Gang song when you need it?
Right. So 8-0. Austin High will get the win. 8 runs after 5 innings. That's a tournament rule, not regular season rules, but that makes perfect sense now. So good job. 5 runs in the first inning, and kind of went quiet in the middle portion of the game, but the bats kind of came alive in the second half. So, between that and the good finish to the first game, it's a pretty good day of baseball.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Congratulations to Ty Schreiber getting his first varsity victory off the mound. He did a very, very good job there. And overall, it's good to see us actually swing the bats okay. I mean, we struggled getting runs across in the first inning, although we got a lot of hits. Now the second game, we came through with
I got 11. I got 11 hits.
11 hits in this game? Yeah. Which it's great to see. And let's see if that can't carry over to tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's hopefully everybody's going to take a little bit of a deep breath. Got our first victory, started swinging the bats better. So let's build off of this momentum and keep things going for tomorrow.
I hear you. So 3 o'clock tomorrow against Nicky Rowe High School. And then we'll have a break in between while they play a different game. We'll come back for the 7 o'clock nightcap as the Maroons will take on the host Southwest Dragons. Any final thoughts before we get out of here?
Just very thankful for a win.
Yep.
And appreciate those Maroons that have made the trip down, and appreciate all you guys watching at home. Thank you for support of Maroon baseball, and let's go Maroons, loyal forever.
Sounds good. Well, on behalf of James Scott, on behalf of David Roy, the regular guy who will be back next week, Shane Szewinski, our QA this afternoon, Cinnabon Cott, our technical director, without whom half our broadcast wouldn't get on the air. My name is Merle Bertrand, signing out from Southwest. A split on the day. Maroons dropped the first game 5-4 to Canyon Lake and stormed back to take the second game 8-0 over Brackenridge. Have a great night, and we will see you tomorrow afternoon for more Austin High baseball right here on the Vibe Live Network. Good night, everybody.